Welcome to It Began in London, the channel where I get to share my journey as a travel creator. So we are currently on London Bridge. Let me show you. So this is the London Bridge. That's the City of London that you can see at the back. That's the Tower Bridge right over there. Let me zoom in. At the back here. Okay. Let me zoom back out. And then we have the Shard, which is behind this building, but we can't see it right now. So as I'm going to step away from it, that's when you're going to see it. Okay, so today I'm gonna take you with me into the city. So we're just gonna be walking around a little bit, and let me see. Okay, so as you can see, because there's more people, I'm struggling a little bit because I'm more self-conscious. So hopefully you could hear me. I've got my microphone right here behind there. Just want to make sure you can hear me. It's quite windy also. And let me try to show you the back here, so that's a better view. So yeah, the London Bridge is just a little bit more busy than the other locations that I was vlogging before. And I do struggle when there are people around. So as you could probably sense. But this is all part of it. This is me documenting my journey so that you can see what it's like to try to vlog in public and become a travel creator. So let me show you again this view. And this is what I meant with the Shard. Okay. Right. So this is very fitting actually. I currently have the filter on the lens, so hopefully it's not too dark. But then again, I've kept it on, so I don't really want to stop the vlog to remove it. So let's just see what it's like. If it's too dark, then I'll know for next time, and that's just how it is. So this is what this vlog is going to be about anyway. I think the whole journey I'm just going to be experimenting and practicing and trying things out, see what works and what doesn't work and what to improve on. And you'll be able to see for yourself also how it pans out. And if you have any suggestions or anything like that, go ahead, just leave a comment, and I will look into it. So what I wanted to talk about today, in the previous videos I was talking about working in silence, but today I'm going to change the subject a bit, just to actually talk about vlogging in public and giving you a few tips that I've came up with as I've been practicing. So my very first video, it was the first time me vlogging in public, but in reality it was the first time that I pressed record with the intention of uploading the video onto YouTube. So that's why it was the very first time, literally, that I was doing it for real. But before that, I had been out and about trying to vlog, but with no real purpose, and I don't think I really had the intention of uploading it onto YouTube. So you can really tell the difference with that first video and all my previous videos that I've tried to just practice for myself. So what I would say though is that it's been very helpful to practiced before, because I've came up with a few tips that to me now it's really helping me, especially right now when there are people about, and again I'm still very self-conscious about it, but hopefully the more that I do it, the less I'm going to be aware of other people and what other people are thinking. So first tip is to, well, okay, so this is not going to be, maybe not everyone's going to relate to this, but I wear contact lenses or glasses. So usually that's what I'm wearing. But today, just like any other day when I decide to vlog or practice vlogging, is that I don't wear any of that. I don't put my contact lenses on or my glasses. So right now I don't have any of that, and I cannot really see. And so the reason for that is because I don't see what people are looking at. So I cannot see if people are actually staring at me or not. I can sense it. I can sense if people are looking my way, but I can't really see for sure. So that's been very helpful in my case. Another thing would be, let me cross over here. Just paying attention. That's red, let's go. Okay, so that's one tip. But obviously, if you have a good vision, then you're gonna have to find another way. So the other tip for me is to put headphones on. So I've got my little earbuds here. These are actually dummies because they're not working anymore. So only one side is working. So I'm not really listening to anything, but the reason for that I find it's helpful, it's because it's as if I'm talking to someone. It's as if I'm on the phone to someone. So if someone's looking over funny, then they'll just think I'm on the phone to someone, which is, it's always helpful. But then they look over and they see that I'm holding this stick, because this doesn't even look like a camera. So I have to say, I am using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I'm not sponsored by them. I am just very happy to be using this piece of equipment. And I'm just going out and about practicing with it and learning how to use it properly. And so far, so good. I find it a very good vlogging camera. I find the gimbal amazing. It's just tracking me, and I don't know, let me know how smooth it is or what it feels like to you watching this right now. And it's super easy, super light. It's amazing to just hold it on the stick. I've got it on the stick and a tripod at the same time, so I could put it down anytime. But it's very light, very discreet, to the point where people are actually wondering what I'm doing, because I'm literally just holding a stick up and I'm just talking. But then again, you know, for what they know, I'm on the phone to someone. So that's good for that. So that's another tip. Another tip for me that I find is that I try to avoid as much as possible public spaces. But obviously, if like me, you're going to be doing travel vlogging, then oftentimes we're going to end up in touristy places, or you want to show a location that there's going to be other people around. So you will have to be speaking in public. But there are a few tricks there. If you're really uncomfortable, if you're very uncomfortable speaking in public, let me show you this first before I go ahead. So we are in the city of London, and this is Bank Station, the area of Bank Station. And so this is very much in central London. Okay, so that's what I want to show you quickly. But what I was saying about vlogging in public, yes, so there's a trick. If you want to show, for example, if I wanted to show this building and I wanted to go inside and I wanted to tell you facts about it. Oops. Okay, so that sometimes the gimbal, it says endpoints reach. So I don't know why. So at the moment it's tracking my face, but for some reason just now it went whichever way it went. So I don't know why, but it happened. So when that happens, I just click on the flip camera at the bottom right corner, and then I click again, and it comes back and it sort of resets itself. So what I was gonna say was, if I was to, let's say I wanted to go in this building and I wanted to vlog about it and share information about it and show you the inside, but if it was very busy, I wouldn't do that, because then I'd be very self-conscious, and also because it's inside, everyone can hear you, and then everyone's like at proximity of you, so it's just uncomfortable, and I know myself. So instead of like putting myself in that situation, what I would do is I would show this. So I would do a B-roll, let's say, well, I mean an establishing shot, so which is this. So I'll show you, this is this building and this is where it is, for example, and then I would film myself going inside. I'd film myself going inside, but not say anything, just film. And then I would film the inside of it, like beautiful shots. And then when I edit, I would then do a voiceover and share the information that I want to share. So that's one tip. If you don't want to be vlogging in front of people like I do, I mean, like I don't want to do either, then that's a tip. But to be honest with you, for me, in my case, I wouldn't push myself. But as you maybe have noticed at the very beginning of this video, is that I was a bit uncomfortable on London Bridge because there's a lot of people walking past me and I know that they were looking at me. And it's also when you start the video, it's always like that. I always find that I'm looking around to check who's around, and it takes me a few minutes to warm up to what I'm doing. So those are 3 tips of mine for vlogging in public. Hopefully that helped, and that's what I've came up with. That's my takeaway, as I've been practicing before, and obviously now, because I've been doing it and I'm pushing myself to do this every day, I'm hopefully going to get better and better and more comfortable with this, and not as self-conscious. Also, another thing, actually a 4th tip, is that I do live streams on TikTok, and that, I have to say, I can swear by that. It's going to really help you and propel you forward, as I said before in my previous videos. It's super helpful. So you see, now we've reached a point where I'm very uncomfortable. It's usually at the traffic lights when there are other people around me. And in fact, I'm just gonna cross when it's not even green, just to avoid that being uncomfortable, because at at traffic lights, everyone's there, and then if you carry on talking, they just turn around to look at what you're saying. But then again, I could be on the phone, so that's fine. But once again, it's just me being self-conscious. So that's just something that I need to work on. And but you know, it's work in progress. So the fourth tip I was talking about was doing live streams on a platform that it could be any platform that you're interested in, that you're comfortable with. In my case, it's TikTok. It could be for you Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could even be YouTube. But for now, TikTok has been where I've seen the most progress. And I mean, it's the only platform that I tried to go live anyway. And I'd say because I was able to attract an audience, I now have this in my mind now. Because right now, as I'm talking and as I'm vlogging, I have the feeling that they are listening. So I do have now this confidence in myself, and that's why I believe when I picked up my camera and pressed record with the intention of uploading, it was thanks to those live sessions. Because before that, when I was trying to do that without the intention of really uploading, I had no purpose and I had no idea if anyone would be listening or not or watching, so I felt silly. It was a bit embarrassing to try to walk around and talk and not really knowing if anyone was listening to you. But now I know that there's an actual audience who want to be there for you, who want to support you, who are very positive, and they are enjoying your presence, and they cheer you on, and they want to engage. And that's something, oh, let me show you this. So we are in one new change. We are close to St. Paul's Cathedral, and this is an area where you could shop. So there's lots of shops around here. Let me show you. It's quite futuristic, and then you could go upstairs and have a beautiful view of London and of this. Ta ta ta. Look at that. Oh, and now they have a screen at the end here. So you could watch Wimbledon. I believe this is for Wimbledon. This is what's happening currently in London this summer. So you could probably sit down here, you know, you could sit, boom, and then watch Wimbledon and admire St. Paul's Cathedral. Amazing, isn't it? So yeah, this is what I wanted to say about doing live sessions. Live sessions are really good for you even to know if what you're doing is what you'd like to be doing, or if you're good at it, and if you're made to do this, or if you need improvement somewhere. If you don't enjoy doing live streams, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be good at doing vlogging. That's not what I mean. I think for me anyway, it just meant that right now I can be doing this and I feel a bit more safe or a bit more confident in what I'm doing, just because I know that there is an audience somewhere. Maybe not necessarily for what I'm sharing right now, but I know that there's going to be people who are going to be interested and who will be cheering me on and being supportive. So that's another tip. So really, if you can, get on a platform and go live, because that is definitely going to help you and propel you forward. You have nothing to lose. I had nothing to lose, and I just thought, let me just do it. And I did. And I'm not looking back. Okay, I'm trying to press now. Let's press. Button. So to go back to one of my points is if you are walking around in public, then try to find spots that are less busy. So for example, if I want to show you St. Paul's Cathedral, which is right there, but then if I see a group of people and I don't want to go there, let me show you. So St. Paul's Cathedral is right here. Okay. And then if I was uncomfortable with talking there, I would stop somewhere where there's no one and just share whatever I want to share, the information I want to share about St. Paul's Cathedral, for example. And then in the edit, I could just put that together. But in my case, I just want to do everything in one go without editing too much, unless I really need to. So that's that. The other thing that I would say when you are vlogging in public is to not beat yourself up too much, because it's very easy to do that. Okay, let me take you to this spot here. There's less people this way. It's to not beat yourself up. So, and what I mean by that is when I first started and I could sense that I was not going anywhere because I was literally so worried about what people were thinking or the people around me. And then because I couldn't do it, I was just saying, why can't I do it? Oh, look at you. And you want to be doing a travel vlogging. How can you be doing this? And it's so easy to do that. Okay, just before I carry on, let me show you this. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's a restaurant. Look at that. So there's usually a little market here, and actually that is the market. So you could buy sweets. You could once again watch some TV with the view of St. Paul's Cathedral at the back. I believe, yeah, they're obviously showing Wimbledon also here. Take a seat. And you have some food. Lovely, isn't it? Okay, and then we have St. Paul's Cathedral at the back there.
Smell the food. Makes it work.
Beautiful, isn't it? You could have a coffee, and there's more stalls also on this side. But yeah, you could have a coffee at Paul's in front of St. Paul's. And there are more shops, stalls here. So it goes all the way along there. And actually, let me just show you this side of, this is the group entrance to St. Paul's Cathedral. Impressive building. So this building actually survived during the war. It was the only building that wasn't touched. Well, one of the only buildings that wasn't touched during the war. Okay, so you could see more stalls here. There. So this is what's great with this little camera, is that I can do that. I can just flip over and then I can just flip back to my face to then talk to you again. But let me show you this sign. So yeah, this is what this is about. All of that, the screens, the food, street food, bar, giant LED screens, live sports, and the bar stays open till 10 p.m. So this is at St. Paul's Cathedral, and it's called Tudor Markets. So all of this is what this is about. Okay, so yeah, once again, look, and I could do that. Show you this again. It's very quiet here. There's not a lot of people coming here, to be honest. I've been here before. So it's a lovely little peaceful area to enjoy. Tudor Market at St. Paul's Cathedral there. Okay, I'm gonna flip over, and now I've got that behind me. So yeah. Okay, another thing I could say is when you are vlogging or doing a live, like I'm doing right now, let me go this way. I've watched a lot of videos that they are saying not to use those words as in and, or and, but, or you know, all these sounds and words that they're just filling. And so obviously that's something that I had to work on. And I've realized that oftentimes, instead of saying and or I just pause. But I needed practice, and I'm still practicing. So I know that one thing to do is to watch back. Watch back what you're doing to then learn from your mistakes and spot any words that you repeat a lot. One word that I repeat a lot is it's so. So, or yeah. I do that a lot. Or even the word I emphasize on I, because when I say I, then I'm thinking. So, there you go, so again. But all of that, it's all part of practicing and learning and growing. And when I was talking about not beating yourself up about these things, is instead of me saying, oh, here we go again, I'm just using all these words, I'm not natural at this, but at the same time, you're learning, you're practicing. So this is all part of it. And you waste your energy beating yourself up for any of that, because it's only natural. We're not naturally born skilled at something. You need to practice. So even now, me just doing this one shot at shooting and speaking, I'm practicing this. I haven't scripted anything. I just had these thoughts coming to me this morning, and I thought, let me talk about this. Let me talk about tips and tricks on how to better vlog in public, and then I'm sharing also my thoughts about how I felt when I first started, which is like self-conscious, and I still am, because you probably can see my eyes are going a bit around just to check where I'm heading, but also to check if there's a lot of people there, and if there is, then I just change my trajectory. So again, that's another so. Never mind. I'm just being careful now because I don't want to get run over. I believe I've said all that I needed to say today about my tips and tricks about vlogging. And I believe I could stop this right now. I think I will, because there's something else that I want to share, but I believe I'm going to do another vlog about it instead. So, which is accessories that I'm using with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which are life-changing, really. It's just made me carrying this piece of equipment with peace of mind, knowing that it's safe and it's not going to break, and it's still light. It doesn't take up too much space in my bags, my travel bags even, which is absolutely amazing. I went to Greece recently with the DJI, and it was so easy to carry, and I did not have a worry about it breaking because I used that protective case. But then I'll show you that in the next vlog. There's also an accessory that I'm using, which is a magnetic mount, which again, life-changing, because I was able to just put the camera somewhere, stick it somewhere, and do the shots that I wanted to do without asking for any help. And it was very discreet once again, and it's super easy to use. So it's just a lot of background noises. I'm trying to avoid speaking over them just in case it muffles what I'm saying. But I'm going to end this one here right now, so that I can then film the second one with about my travel accessories for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So on that note, I will say thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you found value once again with this vlog. This is a vlog that I'm just practicing. I'm going to be doing a vlog every day just to obviously get used to vlogging in public. And I'm currently walking in the streets of London, so if anything that I see that I want to share about London, I will show you. But the aim for me is to become very comfortable and also document my journey as a travel content creator, and travel within London, within the UK, and elsewhere in the world. And I am currently using my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I'm also using my Samsung Galaxy S23 for other videos that I'm creating on other platforms. And let me show you this one before I leave, so I'll end on that. So this is a little bridge right now. We are currently in Farringdon, and I wanted to show you this dragon at night. Look how well kept this is. And this is where we are. We are on this bridge. That's Blackfriars, actually. And that's it. So, as I was saying, if you want to follow my journey as a travel content creator and see how I end up, obviously I want to go around the world also, not just in London. So, but this whole journey began in London, and that's the reason why I'm calling my channel It Began in London. So you could find me on here, on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, in order to find my vlogs. I will try to vlog every day and I will try to upload as fast as I can. But this is the style of vlogging that I'm gonna do. I'm just vlogging all in one go, trying to not edit as much as possible so that it's easier for my workflow. And so if you enjoyed, subscribe, share, comment, engage. I will hopefully do some lives eventually as I grow on YouTube, but for now I am on TikTok and my channel is called It Began in London, and you could find me on there also. So I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.